Hi, my name's Sarah, and I'm just going to share with you a few things that God's been speaking to me about over lockdown. The first thing is about paths. While I was out walking and praying, God started speaking to me about the different paths that he leads us on. Sometimes those paths are long and straight and we can see the way ahead. They're smooth and there's no obstacles. And on those paths, we can pick up speed and move more confidently. However, sometimes God leads us off-road and those paths are more windy. They can be dimly lit. The way ahead is not so clear and there might be obstacles that get in the way. On those paths, we need to slow down, pay more attention to where we're putting our feet, lean on him more, trust him and listen out for his voice. When I'd finished walking, I found that I didn't come out where I thought I was going to, and I think there's something in that for us as a church. I think there are some surprises ahead as we come out of lockdown. That might be in terms of where we're meeting together, or the people who are with us, or the number of people who are with us, or something completely different. God has also been speaking to me about his love, and it started with a particular page in a journal that I'm working through. But then I found that things started jumping out, words and phrases in songs, in Bible verses, in stories and in books I was reading. One particular story was the Good Samaritan, and I just noticed for the first time how Jesus' love is so lavish and so extravagant that he is willing to go above and beyond to demonstrate his love. And I think that as a church we are called to look out for opportunities to demonstrate love like that. I was listening to Reckless Love over and over, and there was a line that really stood out in the song, that Jesus leaves the 99 to go after the one. Jesus is intentional in who he goes after. He pursues, he finds, and he brings in. And he calls us to be intentional too. To be concerned with the ones as much as we are concerned with the many. Most recently, as he's still been speaking into that, I felt God say that the safest and the most secure place we can be is when we know how much we are loved by him. And lastly, when we were reading through Luke as a church together, there was a verse right at the end that really stood out for me. It says, "And now I will send the Holy Spirit, just as my Father promised. But stay here in the city until the Holy Spirit comes and fills you with power from heaven." I know that God's plan has always been and is always to send us out. And that has been the case right from the very beginning. And so it took me back that Jesus said to stay and to wait for the Holy Spirit to come. I love how much Real Life Church gets out into our community. I think it is brilliant. But I just wonder if God is reminding us that sometimes it's right to stay and to wait and to make sure that we're going out in his strength and full of his Spirit.